So today we shall be discussing easy way to make your beads. Very easy way to make your beads yourself. And this is Consa Girl TV channel, and I welcome you today. So, like I said earlier, we'll be discussing how to make your beads. Okay. And do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Just very simple style. If you have traditional occasion that you want to accessorize with beads, instead of going to the market to buy the very expensive beads. Of course, most of us know what the economy is all about at this time. And actually, what gave me the inspiration to do this was when my child came back from school and told me that they were having the cultural day in school. Okay, and she's in the dance group and they have to accessorize with beads. So I said, okay, I know how to make beads. I won't go to the market to buy, and that's an advantage I have. So what did I do? I decided to make it for her myself and also do a video of how I did it. So if you're a parent and you're looking for how to get beads, you want to borrow from your neighbor, or you remember that your neighbor usually accessorize her kids with beads when they have occasion in school, you want to beg, or you want to go and look for beads at the market and all of that, why don't you save yourself all of those inconveniences and let us get to it. So what did I do? I went to the market to buy a packet of it. Okay, they do counting as well. If you want to buy, they could count for you and sell, but it's cheaper to buy it in a pack like this because you have a lot of them. And of course I chose this color. Okay, they have different colors. They have red, pure red. This is orange. They have pure red, and they have white, yellow, so many colors. All right, so I'm going to walk you through, even though you're already seeing the necklace. I've already done this one, but I'm going to walk you through. So when I got to the market, of course I asked for this pendant. That's the biggest size. You can see it has a hole at the front and at the back where your thread will pass through. You can see that, okay, where your thread will pass through. So I got that pendant, and of course the beads as well. They have this tiny hole where your thread can conveniently pass through. And so I also got other stuff that we need. This is the fisherman thread. So this is not elastic at all. This is it is used when it's not maybe when you don't need it to draw very well, either the necklace or maybe the crown or something. But the necklace will have to draw. So there's another thread. So but this is the hook for the earring. This is the hooks for the earrings, right? Okay, this is the hook. You can also use that fisherman thread to tie it. So here we have the silk thread. This is not your regular thread that you used to sew. So the silk thread is a very popular choice for stringed pearls and beads like this for your traditional look. This silk thread is incredibly soft and smooth, while also offering strength to your designs. I'm telling you, making necklaces with using silk thread allows your design to drape naturally, creating an elegant and pretty result. You can see it's elastic, and that's what I used here, because when you're wearing your necklace, it has to draw right to wear. If you use the fisherman thread and the necklace is not so long, there's tendency that it may cut, because it doesn't draw, that fisherman thread. But it's I used it for the earrings and some other stuff as well. So it's advisable to use this silk thread to do your waist bead, because when you're wearing your waist bead, it's supposed to draw like this. Can you see what I mean? It's not an ordinary thread that doesn't draw. So that's a better choice. That's a better choice actually. The silk thread, is a very popular choice for making these beads, right? Yeah, because it draws. You can see it, for the sake of emphasis, it draws. And you've already seen the hooks for the earring. Let me try to show you. Let me try to show you so that you can see it, better. Okay, so that is it. That is the hooks for your earrings, right? Your earrings. So you use the fisherman thread to attach it together with the beads and form an earring. As we during the course of this video, you would see how we did it, and a very easy way we did it, and formed a very gorgeous earring. It's very easy. Okay, so you have your scissors as well for cutting the thread when you already have your measurements then for cutting. So the fisherman thread, like I said earlier, so that is how it looks like. That's how I hope you have a very good view of it. And that is my silk thread, which I would be using to start. And this silk thread is a better choice when you're beading your waist bead. It's a better choice than the fisherman thread, because of course that I think I've mentioned it earlier, because it expands. So when you're doing your waist bead, it has to pass through your head, your arms, and all that. And then again for your bangles as well, when you're pushing through your fingers into it, if you use the fisherman thread, it's still okay, but because it doesn't expand, you'll be afraid that let me take it easy so that it doesn't cut, so trying to get measurements on the silk thread for the waist bead, depending on how long you want the bead to be, either we're also going to make another necklace, we're going to make bangles, earrings. So now for the waist bead, depending on how long you want the bead, so you take the measurements from the silk thread. Yes, you take the measurement. So that is the bead, that is the sizes of the bead. You can see how we are trying to pass it through. You pass it through to form the beads, and then try to hold the other edge so that as you're passing it through, it doesn't roll out from as you're passing the thread, it doesn't roll out from the other end. So you try to hold both ends. You're using the one side to pass it through, then you're holding the other end so that if you lift it up, everything doesn't just fall. So we're passing it through the hole in the bead, and you see as it goes how we're going to form it. Yeah, ensure that you're holding it. So look at it, it's already forming. Ensure you're holding both ends, even while you're using just one end of the thread. Ensure you're holding both. Okay, so we want to make we're trying to measure the other one we've done. We want to make a longer one, either also for a necklace or for a waist, for the waist, for the waist. So what we're doing here is to count one, a longer one. So we try to count, so that we'll make it either shorter length or a longer length, especially when it is for the waist. Okay, it has to be longer when it is for the waist, so that it can go around. Either you want it loose or you want it firm on the waist, depending on what you want. That is how lengthy your bead should be around the waist, even for the one for the necklace, and then even for the head. There's a way you place it on the head. And our bead is forming, our necklace or the waist bead is forming so well, like as you can see, it's forming so well. So you will continue beading. Okay, yeah, it's forming. And we've gotten to to the adequate length that we want for what we're doing. Okay, so you push it down, try to push the bead down so that you don't have a lot of space, on the silk thread. So you try to push the beads down. It's very elastic, so you wouldn't use the thread just as lengthy as it is. You push it down, and then you tie it. You tie it to be very strong. Tie the knot. Actually, if this were to be a necklace, you can still, it's just a matter of choice, you can still use hooks for the necklace. Okay, you can still use hook, but this is for the waist. So you can see us trying to wear it, and it's also very easy to remove. Okay, so we try to measure it from what we had earlier. It's longer, and then this is the pendant we used to bead this necklace. We're going to try to make another necklace with a pendant like this, but it has to be either shorter or longer. Assuming that you want to dress up with two necklaces, one has to be shorter than the other, right? Yes. So first of all, we try to pass the silk thread through the hole in the pendant. We realized that it was too tiny. The silk thread is a little bit bigger in weight than the fisherman thread. Okay, so this is the second necklace that we want to do, and while we try to use the silk thread, we realized that it couldn't pass through the hook on the second pendant. So what came to mind was it this thing not perforated properly? So what do? We have a second choice, which is the fisherman thread. So if you wanted to do a necklace, we had said that we use the silk thread, but here the fisherman thread is going to come in very handy because it's tinier. So easily we were able to pass it through the same pendant that the silk thread couldn't pass through. And while we're using it even as a necklace, you may ask, wouldn't it cut? No, because it's going to be longer. It doesn't need to be so elastic. However, no matter how fat you are, it's quite longer. It's going to be longer than the first necklace that we did. So you can use fisherman thread anytime that the length is lengthy enough. Whatever you're trying to make, if it's lengthy enough, then the fisherman thread is also very, very good. So this is what we have. This is not the silk thread. You can see it's whitish in color. This is the fisherman thread that we're using to do the second necklace, simply because we don't really need it to be that elastic, because it's long enough to pass through. Here you are. Okay, so we'll count the beads on this side and the beads on the other side to make sure that it is equal, so that when we wear it, you realize that the pendant has to be in the middle if you're using just one pendant. But according to your design, if you want to use this pendant like 5 places in the same necklace, that's how you would also count the tinier beads to know how many should be on this side and how many should be on the other side. All right, and when you're done beading, ensure to tie it very well. Like I said earlier, you can use the hook. You can use the hook to put it there. If it's a necklace, you can use the hook. You fix the hook there, then you tie it very strongly at both ends. You know how it is now with hook. So when you join it together, it hooks. But if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to use the hook because it's a very lengthy necklace, you are of course allowed to also just tie it without a hook, and it will still, I just tie it firmly and it will still form what you want. Okay, it will still form. Just tie it very strongly, because you wouldn't need to be opening it and then knotting it back. If it were to be a choker, the one that is very short, maybe you would have to use the hooks so that when you if you want to wear the choker, it doesn't need to pass through your head. You know, that one is very close to the neck, so you would definitely have to use hooks for it, necklace hook, right? So in this case, we're not doing that. This our necklace is quite very long, so we tie it very well, and then we cut off the thread. And next we want to do our bangle. Want to make our bangle. Now you can make as many as you want. If you want to wear 5 on one hand, you're at liberty to do that, but let us not use the fisherman thread this time around. Why? Because bangle you have to squeeze in your fingers through it, your entire palm through it, and you will be worried that it may cut. So what do we do? You see, you have to, what do we do? We try to use the silk thread, because it's very elastic. So you just make your bangle according to the size that you want, and you're good to go. Ensure that you knot it very well, knot it very well so that it doesn't, oh, this is beautiful, knot it very well so that it will be so firm and it wouldn't lose. The way you wear it, the thread wouldn't lose, the knot wouldn't lose, and then your beads start falling off. It could be very embarrassing. Okay, so you knot it very well, very well. Yes, a beautiful bangle is good to go. It's good to go. Can you see? So you're at liberty to do this like 5, 10, as much as you want, according to the beads that you have. That's why I said let us go for a packet. Let us buy a packet. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You wear it easily, and then you remove it easily. Yes, you don't have to start worrying, is it going to cut when I'm wearing it? Because it's not the fisherman thread that we used, okay? It's not the fisherman thread at all. So what we used is the silk thread, and it came in very handy. And now it is time for our earrings. So we take our hook. Yeah, it's time for our earrings. So we take our hook, and then depending on the design of the earring, if you want to do a circle, a cross, a triangle shape, no matter the design that you want, this is the earring, you use the hook and pass through. So the earring doesn't have to be elastic now. It's usually firm on the ear, so we don't need to use the silk thread. Now the fisherman thread is also very good. At this point we can use it because like I mentioned earlier, whatever thing you're making, if you don't need it to be elastic, then you can use your fisherman thread comfortably to make the earring. So we're beading the earring. We want to do a circle. So I think we just used just 5 pieces of the beads, or even 4 pieces of the beads, tie it together with you pass it through the beads, tie it together with the hook. We've already formed a circle. That's the easiest after, so we've already formed the earring, attaching it with the hook, the earring hook, and then you tie it very well. If you want it longer, you can add another bead. If you feel it's too small, you can add another bead. If you want if you want it longer, add another bead to what you already have. Initially I used like 4, and then I wanted it to be seen more, so I added 1 more to make it 5. You tie it very well, and our 2 earrings are ready. Our 2 earrings are ready. So if you feel one is losing, the fisherman thread is if you don't tie it very well, to lose. Actually, it's kind of slippery. There's a way it is. If you don't tie it firmly, you find that even before you finish dressing up and wearing your jewelries, you may start losing. So it needs to, that knot you're forming needs to be very firm. And voila, we have our earrings. It is beautiful, I'm telling you. Look at it, look at it, look at it. It's gorgeous, simple and classy. It's gorgeous, I'm telling you. So that's the bangle that we made. No, if you want to make more than that, of course, the beauty is when it's more too. It's also beautiful if it's just one, you can see. But if you want to make it like 3 or 4 or 5, be my guest. Okay, that is my earring. Is lovely. Do you like what to see? And these are 2 necklaces. Remember, with the 2 pendants. Remember when we formed it? So let's wear the waist bead. It's gorgeous. It's quite easy because we use the silk thread. It's quite easy. We're not worried that it may cut or anything. It's quite easy to wear. Take a look. It's quite easy to wear and quite easy to remove as well. Lovely. Yes, this is so good. The bangle, yes, it's draping. The earring draping. Yes. Lovely. Something else you can also do is to use this shorter necklace and place on your head like a crown. Okay, see what we have. Beautiful. That short necklace, you can use it and place it on your head like this. The bangle is draping. Yes. Your crown is draping. Your necklace, everything is gorgeous. It's quite necklace. Yes, it's quite beautiful. And the waist bead is giving. I'm telling you, my earrings popping. I'm telling you, this is so gorgeous. This is quite beautiful. Do shakara. Do you remember what inspired this video? Yes, is the cultural day at the kids' school. And my child told me she was part of this beautiful cultural dance that they were going to be presenting in school. And I said, okay, I'm going to make the beads for you. So, see my girl, yeah. So you can see, yes, it's given. See, lovely. So thank you so much for watching. Please, you can follow us, subscribe to this channel on YouTube. You can also follow us. Please follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. We are all over the social media space. We are also Twitter, Consigirl. YouTube here is Consigirl TV, and then on TikTok is Consigirl. On Facebook, Consigirl TV as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do subscribe and turn on your notification button so that you'll be the first to know whenever we upload something new. Okay, thank you so much, and please stay safe.